The story of the Philippines currency is filled with history, symbolism, and rare treasures that continue to fascinate collectors around the world. Among the coins that have captured global attention, the 10 peso coin of 2005 stands out as one of the most extraordinary. At first glance, it may look like just another piece of everyday currency, but for numismatists and collectors, this coin represents an incredible discovery, one that can be worth up to 150,000 US dollars under the right circumstances. To understand why the 2005 10 peso coin has become such a prized rarity, we must go back to the Philippines' journey in designing its modern currency. The 10 peso coin was first introduced in 2000 to replace the 10 peso banknote, combining two metals in a bimetallic structure. Its outer ring was made of a copper-nickel alloy, while the center was aluminum bronze. The design featured two of the nation's most important figures, Andres Bonifacio, the founder of the Katipunan Revolutionary Movement, and Apolinario Mabini, known as the brains of the revolution. This pairing symbolized courage, leadership, and intellect, values that guided the Philippine struggle for independence. By 2005, the 10 peso was already well established in circulation. Millions of coins were struck that year. But here's where the mystery begins. Not all 2005 coins are created equal. While most are still worth face value, a handful of rare examples, struck with unusual errors or in limited batches, have soared in value. Collectors prize them because of their extreme scarcity. In fact, it is these rare variants that can command prices of up to 150,000 US dollars. What makes these particular coins so valuable? One of the main reasons is minting anomalies. During production, errors sometimes occur: a misaligned die, an incorrect planchet, or even the wrong metal used. Instead of being destroyed, some of these error coins slip into circulation unnoticed. Over time, once collectors discover them, their rarity and uniqueness drive demand sky high. For the 2005 10 peso coin, certain examples show double strikes, rotated dies, or even slight variations in the portrait engraving. These seemingly small differences are enough to turn an ordinary coin into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Another factor in the coin's incredible value is condition. Coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated state, often called mint state, by grading companies, are far more desirable than those that have been worn down through daily use. Imagine a coin struck in 2005 that never touched the hands of the public, preserved in its original brilliance. Combine that with a rare error or limited production, and suddenly you have a coin that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. This leads us to the global market for rare coins. Around the world, auctions have shown how passionate numismatists can be when it comes to owning pieces of history. A single 2005 Philippine 10 peso coin, that's the equivalent of millions of pesos for a coin many people might not even glance at twice. It serves as a reminder of how the ordinary can transform into the extraordinary under the right circumstances. But beyond its monetary value, the 10 peso 2005 coin tells a story of Filipino pride, featuring Bonifacio and Mabini side by side. It reminds us of the sacrifices and ideals that built the foundation of the nation. Each time someone holds this coin, they are not just holding a piece of metal, they are holding a tribute to history, a work of art, and a national symbol. The coin's outer ring and golden center symbolize unity. Two different metals fuse together to create something stronger. Just as the Philippines unites diverse regions and cultures into one nation. For collectors, the thrill of searching for this coin is part of the adventure. Imagine looking through your change and suddenly realizing that the 10 peso in your hand is no ordinary piece, but a rare 2005 era coin worth a life-changing sum. This possibility fuels the passion of hobbyists across the Philippines and beyond. It is the hope of finding hidden treasure in plain sight that keeps the world of numismatics alive and exciting. In conclusion, The 2005 Philippine 10 peso coin is more than just money. It is a symbol of independence, a piece of art, and a collector's dream. For most people, it remains just a coin in their pocket. But for the lucky few who hold one of the rare variants, it can be worth as much as a luxury car, a house, or even more. It is proof that history, rarity, and passion can transform a simple coin into a treasure, valued at 150,000 US dollars. So the next time you come across a 10 peso coin, look closely. You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. The Philippine 10 peso coin of 2005 may look like an ordinary piece of currency, but hidden among the millions produced are rare examples, worth a life-changing fortune. This bimetallic coin, with its golden center and silver-colored ring, features two of the nation's greatest heroes, Andres Bonifacio and Apolinario Mabini. While most circulated freely in the hands of everyday Filipinos, a few rare variants and error strikes have captured the attention of collectors worldwide, with some examples valued at an astonishing 150,000 US dollars. What makes this coin so valuable is a combination of rarity, minting anomalies, and pristine condition. Some pieces show double strikes, misaligned designs, or other errors that make them unique. Add to this the fact that collectors crave coins preserved in perfect, uncirculated condition, and suddenly, what seems like a simple 10 peso coin can transform into an incredible treasure. These rare characteristics have turned ordinary change into one of the most sought-after coins in Philippine numismatics. Beyond its market value, the 2005 10 peso coin carries deep symbolism. By honoring Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution, and Mabini, the year is 1988. The Philippines was undergoing a new chapter in its history, rebuilding its democracy after years of political turmoil. During this period, the Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas introduced a special coin that would not only represent the nation's resilience but also become one of the most fascinating pieces in modern Philippine numismatics. The 25 peso coin of 1988. At first glance, many would think it was just another commemorative issue, minted to mark a significant moment in the nation's journey. But what collectors have since discovered is that this coin is far more than a mere memento. It is a rare symbol of history, artistry, and value, now commanding astonishing prices, with some specimens reaching up to 95,000 US dollars in auctions and private sales. The obverse of the coin proudly bears the inscription Republica NG Pilipinas, accompanied by the nation's coat of arms. This emblem reflects unity, strength, and the sovereignty of the Filipino people. Around it, the polished fields and finely detailed designs showcase the skill of the mint engravers. Every line, every curve was carefully struck to ensure that this commemorative issue carried the dignity of the occasion. On the reverse side, the coin tells its true story. It features portraits and symbols chosen to mark a milestone in Philippine history, struck in limited numbers. The 25 peso coin was not meant for everyday transactions. Instead, it was crafted as a collector's item, a keepsake of the era, and a piece meant to honor the events of the time. Because of this limited release, only a small number survived in pristine condition. And as collectors know all too well, scarcity is the lifeblood of value. But how does a coin that once seemed modest in circulation value rise to nearly $100,000 today? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and demand. Most of the 1988 25 peso coins were either lost, mishandled, or spent as ordinary money. Very few were preserved in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Those that remain untouched, shining with their original luster, have become treasures in the eyes of collectors around the world. Another fascinating detail lies in its historical backdrop. 1988 was a time when the Philippines was redefining its national identity. Commemorative coins issued during this period carry with them the emotional weight of a people striving for democracy and stability. This historical significance adds an extra layer of desirability, making the coin not just a collectible, but also a tangible piece of history. Over the years, stories have emerged of lucky individuals stumbling upon this coin without realizing its true worth. Imagine finding an old 25 Piso coin tucked away in a family drawer, only to later learn that it could fetch tens of thousands of dollars at an auction. These tales fuel the excitement around the coin, inspiring countless collectors to search through old collections and inherited keepsakes. Auction houses have reported astonishing bidding wars whenever this coin appears. Collectors from across the globe, particularly those passionate about Southeast Asian numismatics, compete fiercely to own a piece of this legacy. For them, the 1988 25 Piso is more than money. It is a crown jewel, a masterpiece, and a symbol of their dedication to preserving history. Its market value today is a testament to how modern coins, often overlooked compared to centuries-old pieces, can carry immense importance. While ancient coins from Rome or medieval Europe often steal the spotlight, the Philippine 25 Piso of 1988 proves that contemporary coins can achieve legendary status in numismatic circles. What makes this story even more compelling is that many Filipinos alive today remember handling these coins. To them, it is a nostalgic artifact of their youth, while to collectors, it is a rare and priceless treasure. This combination of sentiment and scarcity is precisely why the value has skyrocketed. Experts suggest that the value of this coin could continue to climb in the coming years, especially as collectors from new generations enter the market. With the growth of global interest in Asian numismatics, the 1988 25 Piso stands as a prime example of how history, rarity, and demand intersect to create a true numismatic marvel. So the next time you come across an old Philippine coin, take a moment to look closer. Among the common pieces might lie a hidden gem, waiting to reveal its story and perhaps even change someone's fortune. The 1988 25 Piso coin, once just a commemorative issue, is now a shining reminder that in the world of coins, every detail matters. Every year tells a story, and sometimes the smallest treasures hold the greatest value. In 1988, the Philippines issued a special 25 Piso commemorative coin under the banner of Republica ng Pilipinas. At first, it appeared to be just another collectible, minted to honor the country's progress in a new democratic era. However, over the years, this coin has transformed into a true numismatic treasure, admired not only for its design, but also for its rarity. With the nation's coat of arms and intricate engravings, it reflects the artistry and national pride of its time. What makes this coin so extraordinary is its scarcity. Only a limited number were produced, and even fewer survived in pristine condition. Many of these coins were spent, mishandled, or lost, leaving collectors with only a handful of examples that still carry their original shine. As demand grew in the numismatic community, the value of the 1988 25 Piso coin skyrocketed, with pristine specimens now selling for as much as $95,000 in auctions and private sales. For Filipinos, this coin is more than a collector's piece. It is a living piece of history. It represents a time of national rebuilding, resilience, and hope. For collectors, it is a crown jewel, symbolizing how modern commemoratives can achieve legendary status when. But what makes